Hello world, my name is Terson Kuni. I'm going to demonstrate my final project for Web50. Okay, my project is about a construction site, managing construction site requests while working on a construction site. So when one is not logged in, you cannot access any of these responsive icons, but one can check the status of a request. Like in this case, the request is not yet surfaced. That's the only thing one can do. But after logging in, let's log in quickly. After logging in, you can see we get a link to create a new request. So we can quickly create a new request. Let's call it under survey, code under section 1, and what type of activity. Let's say it says built. And then the date required. When is this required? We can pick a date when this request is very important in this request. And we just say pick up. Then you can choose a file to add if there is any file you need to include with the request. And then you can put a key reference, quite important in this such case. Then you can give your request a priority if you need between 1 and 10, and you submit your request. There's our request ID number 11, which shows the scope, the description, and then the request is already completed. So if we now need to surface this request now, which we need to allocate to somebody to start working on it. So we allocate, say to DD, but it's not completed yet. So we just allocate to somebody to start working on it. We submit. If we need to comment on the request, we can also submit a comment. So for now, let's allocate it to somebody. Let's also add a comment. So either you can click this button, and we need just add a comment in this case. We just say setting out started, then we submit a setting out comment. Now let's view the comment that we have added. If you view the comment, you can see on top there, setting out has started, which was commented by on this date. We can also view the status of the request. The request is allocated to DD on that date. Now let's go back to the request. We can edit the request, pick up. Let's add as built. Then we can save. You can see there the description has changed. Pick up as built instead of just pick up only. Now, the other thing, last thing, we are done working on your request. You finished. Now you want to submit your request. So maybe the person who you allocated is not the one who finished. So in this code, it was allocated to D, but it was completed by somebody else. So you can say completed by that. If there are any results, anything, you can just add. Then you can submit. After submitting this completed button, you can see here is still highlighted, not highlighted, but if I refresh this button, you see the request is completed and you cannot edit the request anymore. But now you can only view the comments because the request is complete. In the event, if you click your title button, you can check the history of the requests or who was allocated to and what was happening with the request. Thank you.